The Dominican Republic is a country of remarkable diversity, a place where lush mountains meet golden beaches, and where centuries of history are written in the lives of its people. For anyone curious about this Caribbean gem, the story of the Dominican Republic is inseparable from the people who live here, their origins, their struggles, their cultures, and their dreams. From the indigenous Taino people who first inhabited the island to the complex blend of European, African, and Haitian influences, the Dominican Republic's population tells a story of survival, adaptation, and vibrant cultural fusion. The island is not just a paradise for travelers, it is increasingly becoming a destination for individuals seeking opportunity, adventure, and a high quality of life at a reasonable cost. In addition to its cultural richness, the Dominican Republic offers a real estate market that draws investors and residents alike, with housing prices varying greatly depending on location and lifestyle preferences. Long before Christopher Columbus arrived in 1492, the island of Hispaniola, now split between the Dominican Republic and Haiti, was home to the Taino people. As part of the Arawakan group, the Taino had developed sophisticated farming practices, cultivating cassava, maize, and other staples that sustained thriving communities. They were also skilled fishermen, using intricate techniques to catch fish from rivers and the coast, and artisans, creating pottery, carvings, and ceremonial items that reflected their spiritual beliefs. The Taino organized themselves into small chiefdoms, each led by a cacique, or chief, who governed both social and economic life. Their societal structure emphasized cooperation, respect for nature, and intricate knowledge of the island's ecology. Although the Taino population was decimated following European colonization, their cultural legacy endures. Words from the Taino language, such as hammock and barbecue, became embedded in Spanish, and many of their agricultural techniques influenced later farming methods. Today, the influence of the Taino can still be felt in Dominican traditions, music, and even cuisine, where native foods like cassava, sweet potatoes, and tropical fruits remain staples. The African influence in the Dominican Republic began in the 16th century, when enslaved Africans were brought to the island by Spanish colonizers to work on sugar plantations. These Africans came primarily from West and Central Africa and brought with them not only labor but an enduring cultural imprint. Over centuries, Afro-Dominicans contributed to every facet of Dominican society, from language and religion to music and dance. The rhythms of merengue and bachata, now synonymous with Dominican identity, are deeply rooted in African drumming patterns and musical traditions. Religious practices also reflect African influence, with syncretic forms blending Catholicism with African spiritual practices. Afro-Dominicans often faced marginalization and discrimination, yet their resilience ensured that their contributions remained central to the nation's cultural identity. Today, neighborhoods with strong Afro-Dominican presence celebrate vibrant festivals and maintain traditions that honor their ancestors' legacy, keeping their history alive and thriving for future generations. European influence, primarily Spanish, arrived with Columbus and intensified with the establishment of settlements like Santo Domingo, the oldest continuously inhabited European colony in the Americas. Spanish colonization brought language, Catholicism, European architecture, and political structures that remain evident to this day. Churches, forts, and colonial-era houses still stand as tangible reminders of this era. Intermarriage between Europeans, Africans, and Tainos created a population that was predominantly mestizo, combining ancestries and forging a new identity unique to the island. The European legacy also shaped land distribution and social hierarchies, effects of which persist in modern society. Spanish cultural practices, from food preparation to music and festivals, remain deeply ingrained, creating a complex tapestry where indigenous, African, and European histories intersect. The relationship between the Dominican Republic and Haiti, its neighbor sharing the island of Hispaniola, has always been complicated and layered. Haitian migration to the Dominican Republic intensified in the 20th century, with many Haitian workers coming to fill labor shortages in agriculture, construction, and domestic work. Haitian communities have enriched Dominican society, bringing new culinary traditions, art forms, and cultural practices, even as they navigate challenges related to social acceptance, legal status, and economic disparity. Despite historical tensions between the two nations, the Haitian-Dominican connection is undeniable, contributing to the workforce, cultural diversity, and economic activity that shapes modern Dominican society. The Dominican diaspora, particularly in the United States, also plays a critical role in the nation's identity. Millions of Dominicans live abroad, sending remittances back home and maintaining cultural ties through festivals, music, and social networks. This global presence has helped promote Dominican culture internationally and foster economic stability for families back home. The diaspora's influence also extends to the housing market, as many returning Dominicans or foreign investors bring capital that fuels real estate development, particularly in tourist-heavy areas such as Punta Cana, Puerto Plata, and Santo Domingo. One of the most compelling reasons people move to the Dominican Republic is the affordable cost of living, combined with high-quality amenities and natural beauty. While major cities and resort areas can be expensive, rural and suburban areas offer lower costs without sacrificing lifestyle quality. Retirees from North America and Europe often cite the warm climate, slower pace of life, and welcoming communities as key motivators. Tax incentives and residency programs also make the Dominican Republic appealing for long-term relocation. Many expats are drawn to the island's vibrant culture, ease of access to fresh tropical produce, and opportunities to engage with both local and international communities. Healthcare costs are significantly lower than in the United States or Europe, while private clinics maintain high standards, adding another layer of appeal for families and retirees alike. Real estate in the Dominican Republic has seen rapid growth over the past decade, with varied options catering to different budgets and lifestyles. As of 2025, the average price per square meter hovers around $1,760, but this number varies dramatically based on location. In Punta Cana, a hotspot for tourists and expats, modern condos range from $200,000 to $800,000, with luxury villas fetching upwards of $2 million. In Santo Domingo, the capital, houses in central urban neighborhoods average around $150,000 to $300,000, while high-end apartments in luxury districts can surpass $600,000. Santiago, the country's second-largest city, offers more affordable housing, with single-family homes starting at approximately $90,000, making it a popular choice for local families and new residents alike. Coastal towns like Puerto Plata and La Romana provide a balance of scenic ocean views and reasonable housing, with homes averaging between $120,000 and $400,000, depending on proximity to the beach and amenities. Developers are also increasingly focusing on gated communities and eco-friendly residences, appealing to foreign investors and environmentally conscious buyers. Rental markets are similarly diverse, with short-term vacation rentals in tourist areas ranging from $50 to $300 per night, while long-term rentals in cities can cost anywhere from $300 to $1,200 monthly. The Dominican Republic's housing market is intertwined with its history and demographics. Colonial architecture remains sought after, particularly in Santo Domingo's Zona Colonial, where restored houses and apartments preserve centuries-old facades while incorporating modern amenities. Meanwhile, suburban development reflects contemporary trends, offering single-family homes with private pools, security, and community spaces. The demand for housing is further fueled by tourism, foreign investment, and a growing middle class, which has led to new construction projects throughout the island. Infrastructure improvements, including better roads, electricity, and internet access, have expanded opportunities for living outside major urban centers, enabling more affordable housing options without sacrificing connectivity or lifestyle quality. Beyond financial considerations, the Dominican Republic's cultural richness and social vibrancy make it a desirable place to live. The history embedded in its ethnic diversity creates communities that celebrate music, food, and art daily. Traditional dishes, such as mango, sancocho, and mofongo, reflect centuries of blended influences. Festivals and holidays, from Carnival to Semana Santa, offer immersive experiences that connect residents and visitors to the country's past and present. Living in the Dominican Republic is therefore not just about affordable real estate. It is about immersing oneself in a living history, where each neighborhood tells a story of survival, blending, and celebration. In conclusion, the Dominican Republic is a country shaped by centuries of history, migration, and cultural exchange. From the indigenous Taino foundations to the profound African, European, and Haitian contributions, the island embodies a unique blend of traditions and identities. Its diaspora strengthens global ties, while the relatively affordable cost of living in dynamic real estate market attract those seeking opportunity, comfort, and adventure. Housing options are plentiful and varied, with prices reflecting location, amenities, and lifestyle. Expats, retirees, and investors find in the Dominican Republic a land where history and modernity intersect, offering not only a home but a connection to a deeply rich cultural heritage. Whether through exploration, relocation, or investment, the Dominican Republic remains a vibrant, living testament to the resilience and creativity of its people, inviting anyone who arrives to become part of its ongoing story.